Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Home and Garden Fix and Tricks. So we're going to run the main pipe now, the main hose for the irrigation system. So I'm going to terminate it here for now because I don't want to go through the field with it. You know, I don't want to damage the plants. So I can always come back here and connect it when I need it down the bottom, because I am going to continue to unwater these, you know, since I planted them in a haphazard manner. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to run the drip down there for now, so I'm going to terminate it here and run it all the way up and then put a bung on it. So this is the pile or the roll, and I'm going to just roll it out up there. Cool. So I'm going to put down the phone so you can see the process. So guys, this is it. That is it. I'm going to say I'm going to terminate it there, so I'm going to cut it off when I'm ready. I'm going to show you now how to collect. I'm going to show you now how to connect the lateral. How I connect the ones that carry the water, the drip tube. You know? So all I'm going to do now, as I said before, is to cap this off. And for now we can just bend it like that, you know, and tape it. Once you bend it like this and tape it like that, that is good. Yeah. So I'm gonna get the laterals across. Same procedure. Put down the phone so you can watch me. Get the laterals across. I want at least two or at least three to go across for the watermelon. The watermelons are going to be 5 to 6 feet apart. Well, along the row. So we're gonna go 4 feet along the row, and then we go 5 feet across row. Right? So along the row we're gonna go 4 feet, and then between the row we're going to have 5 feet, because remember these watermelons are a large variety. They are going to run all over the place. It's the Charleston Grey. So 4 feet along, then 5 feet across. So we need at least 15 feet down there to accommodate the 3 rows that we want. Cool? Alright, don't know if I'm going to get it out of this. Right? Because this one is the one that don't come pre-bore. So we have to bore this. We have to put the hole where we need it. So this is ideal. I don't know if I have any more of this particular tubing. But let's see. So guys, at the end of the tube, you can't leave it like that because all the water will run out, right? But at some point we'll have to open it to flush the system when we're ready. So I'm going to use this, call it a figure 8, and I'm going to use that to block this off. I'm going to show you how you do it now. So all you have to do is put one end over it like that, right? Just put it over it like that, and then you're going to bend right here. So you're going to bend right there. See how I do it? And you put the other end over it. Show me if it works. You put the other end over it like that, guys. So I have to be looking through the camera to look at it. So guys, you just push it like that, and it's secure. right? And that will stop the flow of water. Easy like that, ladies and gentlemen. So I went ahead and I run these lateral. So as I said, 5 feet apart. However, I put them 6 feet apart. So I'm, instead of 5 feet within row, between row rather, instead of 5 feet between row, I go 6 feet between row, and then I'm gonna go 3 feet apart. So I'm gonna go 3 feet along that way so I can get more plants in the area. Understand? So it's 3 feet apart instead of 4 feet apart along the row, and then 5 feet within the row or between row. So I do 6 feet between this one and that one, and then I'm going to go 3 feet down the line. So that is that. I'm going to show you now how I'm going to connect this. Not even know I'm going to do it, but oh God, me alone enough. Not nobody for hold the phone. That's my problem. Let me see how I can catch up this now. Alright, people. So this is the tool that I'm going to use to punch this so that we can put the fitting in and connect the drip tube to it. So it's right here. Just going to mark it like that. Not sure if you're seeing it, guys. Alright, that's it. Now I'm gonna put this one in because it's a little bit bigger. And this is the end that is going to go in. This end. To use this until it snap right in. That is it. And then now you're gonna push this right over like that. That is good enough. It's not going to leak. You know what I'm saying? So that is the connection, guys. That's the connection I'm going to use now. This is the connection, guys. Right, so I'm going to use a piece of stick and I'm going to put it here to support this, both pipes, to strap it down in on the ground. And this is the tool that I use, guys. Simple tool. Right? What I'm going to do, I'm going to put a lock off here so I can lock off the individual drip line. So I'm just going to cut the line and put the lock off in when I'm ready. Cut it right here and put it in. So that's what I'm going to do. So if I want to lock off this row, for example, and I don't want to shut down everything, I can do that. Alright. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the time is 3 p.m. in the afternoon. And I am well on my way, guys. I set out to achieve my objectives and I achieved them. Not fully, but in short order. So I would have set up the drip system for the watermelon and see, I dig out all of the holes except 4. I only have 4 leaves. My back is hurting, so I'm giving it a break. See? Dig out the holes, them guys. Alright? And the drip line is installed. The watermelon seedlings are sown and germinated and soon ready to go. So weekend coming, I'm going to come and plant them out. The only thing left for me to do now is to add the manure. So I'm going to put some chicken manure in these holes, and by then the manure will really work into the soil. Alright, so that's the only thing left for me to do. And then after I finish that, I am going to water the plants before I leave. Guys, as me tell you, watermelon will do well right here. So, cause look, this is a watermelon growing naturally. Nobody planted it. Maybe I came here and eat a watermelon, a piece of watermelon, and drop the seed there. I don't even remember, guys. But it's growing naturally right there. So that tells me that watermelon will thrive well, especially over that side, guys. When I'm digging, I realize over there is very humid. A lot of organic matter over there, and watermelon love that. So the thing set up, I'm gonna do that and then come back and wrap up. Alright? See you then. Ladies and gentlemen, I am finished for today. It's now maybe 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Right? I add the manure I went through a while ago and I mix it in with the soil. So all is to do now is to come and plant the seedlings. That's it. Finish setting up the drip and put the water on them. That is it. Ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to pray for my farm. I wanted to pray for me and pray for my family because I got up this morning from 4:30 and I came here minutes to 7. And I'm leaving now at 5. And in Jamaica, a whole heap of thief there. When it comes on to pray their license is a big thing. So I am doing my part. I fence the property and I am putting in other security measures. And I'm going to leave it into the Almighty hands. So I ask you to just pray for me and pray for my family and pray for the farm. Alright? For Home and Garden Fix and Tricks, I'm Michael. I'm out for today. Peace.